Hello everyone and welcome. We are back to Pleasantview today. So we are going to be playing the Dreamers and finishing up, setting up. So we're going to play the Dreamers, the Pleasants, the Burbs, and the Oldies today. Hopefully we'll get through all four. And we're going to just finish setting them up. And yeah, getting everyone ready to go. You will notice I finished fixing the condos. Now the condos, they're a little more expensive than I wanted them to be, but they're still like starter home-esque pricing. And we do have some cheaper ones over here, and I've got some like cheap starters also that I can bring out if I need to. But so they're a little more spendy, but they do all blend together, and I really like that. So they look good. So. I also took care of Bella, so we should not see her anymore. I hope we don't see her anymore. If not, I don't know if I messed up or something, but it should be gone, which is why you'll see up here we have Mr. Tester. I have him, and he basically, what happens is when I have townies move in or out or anything like that, if I need to make them townies or if I need to bring them into families, that's the sim I use so that everyone else's money doesn't get messed up. So yeah, we'll basically ignore him. If our sims bring him home or something, he will get sent away. Mostly our sims are just going to ignore him as much as possible, but I do need to have him for that purpose. So last time we played Brandy, she is now pregnant and everything. Well, she was pregnant before, but now she knows. And we are moving on to the Dreamers. So Darren, we know, is trying to pursue art. He likes Cassandra. Unfortunately for him, Cassandra is now married to Don, so he needs to find someone else. Hopefully Brandy, but if not, we'll find him someone else, because I think that he needs to find a second chance at love, but just not Cassandra, because she unfortunately is taken, even though... Oh, hello, McKenna. Mickey. Hi, Bobo Brains. Okay, we need to set these guys up. Okay, so let me see here. With Darren, we need to set up all his stuff. We need to give them a sim blender. I'll just put the sim blender there. And fire hydrant. Put it all the way down here. And I'm going to get rid of a few of these trees, not only to give them money, but also because they overwhelm. They get overwhelmed with how many leaves and stuff. So I'm like, let's not test fate. So only all set up. So first things first is that I know that Darren's whatever reason is usually, yeah, it's tinkering. Darren, who's supposed to be this artist and that gave up his career for art, his hobby is tinkering. I chalk that up to, you know, that he was made before they had the hobby skills. So I'm going to change it to art. This is also true for his son, Dirk. His son, I believe, is also, traits, tinkering. Oh no, his hobby is nature. Never mind then. Wait. Why did I think his was tinkering? I guess isn't nature, which nature is fine. I just, Darren shouldn't be... Wait, did I do that right? No, Dirk... Oh, crud. I just changed Dirk's from tinkering to art. So actually, with Dirk, I wanted to change it to games, and with Darren, I wanted to change it to art. I'm sorry, I got their names backwards for a second there. I was losing my mind. But yes, Darren should be Art because he gave up his job and everything, and that's his whole spiel. But yeah, oh my goodness. Apparently, I am not looking very carefully at what I'm saying because I was like, yeah, why is Dirk, nature? I thought he was Tinker. No, that's because you have the wrong one. Okay. You do that too. Yeah. Sometimes you get Sims mixed up, especially because their names are similar. Anyways. Yeah, the Sims, the ones that have similar names with the Dreamers, I have a hard time sometimes because they all have like these D names and. But, okay. Continuing on, setting up. I'm going to lock in for Dirk getting a job because that can help him get skills and everything else. With Darren, he did get a college degree because he was, I want to say that he was in like the business career or something. I think it says in his bio actually. Let me take a quick checkaroonie on this. No, it doesn't say, but I'm pretty sure that he was supposed to be in business. So I'm just going to give him an economics degree. Now, he obviously wants to paint for a living, so we're going to try and get him that and get, have him pay bills that way. But he did have another job. Now, next thing we want to do is lifetime wish. So with Darren, basically the only knowledge one that we can get him is max 7 skills. Now, I was seeing Boba Brains on your stream. I was seeing that you had a little thing that lets you actually choose instead of having to cycle through lifetime wishes. I need to look into that because right now, what we've got to do is we've got to cycle his lifetime wishes until we find the right one, which is a pain in the butt. But I need to look into that because that would make things so much easier because some of my Sims, like, they want to be, like, for example, well, like with him, he wants to do something that's never going to happen. Made a new mod that creates 50 new lifetime wishes. Ooh, that's also nice because more lifetime wishes, more stuff. Ooh, I'm going to look that up after the stream. Thank you. So, right now though, we've got a cycle. And what I'm going to give him is the max 7 skills because really that's the only knowledge want that he can do because the rest of them are ones that are jobs and he wants to be an artist. So yeah, okay, so max 7 skills. And then Dirk's right now, he wants to become a Hall of Famer. That might change when he goes to college. I don't set my teens lifetime want until they're adults. So, or I don't set my Sims until they're adults. So when they're teens, they can do different things. I do think that I'll try and get him a job in sports, if there is one, since this is his current lifetime want. Yeah, they do sometimes get boring, especially like some of them are like the career ones. If your Sim goes to college and does well, sometimes they can just blow through their lifetime wish. And I've been struggling with that a little in my personal Pleasantview, so getting new ones would be nice. Yeah. So yeah, like I said, I'm going to try and get him a sports one because that is currently what he wants, but that could very well change. He could end up wanting to go into business or medicine or journalism, once he goes to college, but we'll see from there. Now, with that, I'm trying to think, what else do I need to set up? So we've got their lifetime wishes, we've got their hobbies, and then we're going to send Darlene to the cemetery so she doesn't break things. And their scripted events are that Darren wants to paint for a living, but can he pay the bills with his paintings? So First thing Darren's going to do is he is going to pay all the bills and see what's left afterwards. Dirk is going to find a job before school so that we can try and lock in this makeout with Lilith. Athletic career. Great. So we'll just take that one. So now he has that. And he can, work in the athletic career until he goes to college or decides he doesn't want to. The other thing, before I forget, hopefully they can afford it, and if not, we'll have to sell some stuff, is they need a hacked computer. Because all my Sims kind of need those. I'm also going to get rid of this door because they don't need a million of those. And if all else fails with their money, Darren has a lot of crap, in the nicest way, up here that can be sold. Because sometimes if their money gets really tight, I will sell some of his stuff. Because, he's got all these tables. Why? So, yeah. So, Dirk's going to go off to school. Right now, he's with Lilith. And he, I leave the goth ones too, only because that's kind of part of the goth's whole aesthetic, is that they have the family graves and all of that. I, though, send all the rest of the ones to the cemetery, partially because they're a pain in the butt and they haunt things, and partially just because I have had Sims break tombstones, and that can be a problem. Now, I've got the mod that fixes it, so if they're broken and stuff, it's not going to, mess up your game, but, yeah, I don't like that. Plus, I don't see, other than the goth, anyone really keeping gravestones in their backyard. I just don't see that happening. The goths are the goths. We don't question what they do, but yeah, they get to keep theirs. Everyone else gets sent away. In fact, Mortimer, when he eventually dies, I usually give his grave to Cassandra to put in the goth cemetery as well. So, yeah, that's what I do with them. What I'm going to do now is we're going to have Darren do his scripted events, which is just to paint. He paints a painting, and then it says, if it's not a masterpiece, you have to paint again, and basically that's Darren and Dirk's whole setup. The Dreamers have kind of the, I think, boringest setup, scripted events, unfortunately. They're a lot of fun once you do the scripted events and you actually start playing them, because you can do a lot with Darren, finding love and moving forward. Dirk, getting a job. Usually he wants to be an overachiever in my game. So doing those kinds of things is a lot of fun. Unfortunately, their scripted events make them very boring. So to start out, the first day, they just kind of, Darren paints. That's all he does, which right now we're going to kind of speed through because, again, he's just going to paint. And then Dirk is just going to do what teens do. Now, Dirk usually brings home a friend. Usually it's Lilith. Oh, we got a phone call. And so sometimes, they can have a little romance if he brings her over, but yeah. Other than that, the Dreamers don't really have a lot going on for them during scripted events. We're not going to do a magazine right now. You go use the bathroom and then continue painting. And then when Dirk gets home, he will open this. But yeah, so with them, we just kind of do whatever. And Dirk, he has 4 days before he becomes an adult. Or actually, he's going to go to college probably. Oh yeah, I've had Darren and Cassandra have affairs too. Usually what I do to stop that from happening is and I didn't do it this time, is that I have Cassandra throw a wedding party. and I have Darren invited, and so he kind of gets the hint that she's taken, to stop that from happening, because I feel like Darren would be a faithful husband if he did get married, and Cassandra would be faithful to Dawn no matter how much he cheats on her. But if you don't do something to stop that, yeah, they usually end up doing something because of ACR. Because I do have ACR. I use ACR in, which actually, speaking of ACR, that's what I didn't do. I didn't set up ACR. Or not set up, but like put the adjuster down. Spawn adjuster, and in this neighborhood, it's an orchid. I love ACR too. It does sometimes surprise me because sometimes it does things that I did not expect it to happen, but I really do enjoy it because it just it makes the Sims more do things on their own. And it's great for some drama. Yes, lots and lots of drama, especially in Pleasantview, because Pleasantview is already like the creators of Sims 2. In Pleasantview, they just said, how can we make this a super in-depth soap opera to play? And then they made Pleasantview, and they're like, yes, this is it. This is the soap opera we want. Dirk brought home, he brought home Sophie today. So, not Lilith, but still brought home a friend. He does, though, I think, have work today. Yeah, he has work at 3, so don't know why he brought home a friend, because the friend is going to just be here by themselves. Well, not by themselves, but without him. He needs to go to the bathroom really bad before he goes to work. But yeah, ACR just fuels the drama that is already Pleasantview, so I really love it. But yeah, like I said, it has taken me so by surprise. There was, when I started Desiderata Valley, all of a sudden, Lewis made a booty call. I did not see that happening. All of a sudden, Sharon comes up, and yeah, it was shocking to me because I did not see that coming, and all of a sudden it happened. Okay, Dirk, why don't you get your fun up by playing? Well, you've got like 5 minutes, so that's not really a thing. You're just gonna have to go to work not having fun. I'm sorry. And Darren he's getting hungry, so why don't you, Darren, actually ask Sophie to leave, just because since Dirk's going to be gone, there's no point of her being here. And then he's going to serve some lunch meat sandwiches, because that's about all he knows how to cook. I kind of have this headcanon that before his wife passed, she was the one that kind of cooked for the family, and Darren's been trying to, be a good dad since, but he doesn't have all of the skills, like cooking. He actually, skill-wise, only has creativity. So, yeah, which, since he wants to max all the skills, we're going to... Oh, I forgot about you. I forgot about you. Yeah, it would be weird if she stayed there without Dirk there, so that's why I'm sending her away. If Dirk was still here and he was just like... If it was one of those things where he was here but he was ignoring her, I kind of let them stay. Sometimes my Sims bring friends home that they don't talk to the entire time, but if they're there, I'm like, you know what, whatever. I haven't. I have not tried the early ones. I heard there was a early Pleasant... I didn't know Strangetown had one. I heard there was a custom hood, though, for early Pleasantview. But I have not tried it. I would think it would be a lot of fun. It would be probably just as dramatic. Yeah, considering some of the players. It might be even more dramatic, considering... Again, Pleasantview... Oh, that would be interesting. So it's kind of like an early Pleasantview, but a little bit different AU, almost? I might have to look into that. I wouldn't be able to play more than 2. I would probably play that in my personal time. I'm not going to be able to do more than 2 neighborhoods on stream, just because it's hard to keep up sometimes with my personal ones and then these ones, and also one of the other ones would have to go because time. But I might look into that for my personal playing. Put these away so they don't go bad, because the last thing we need is for your food to go bad. He needs to socialize, so we'll have him call someone. And then he will get back to his painting. Yeah. Oh, so they're all still alive. Oh, so you could stop Skip from dying. Okay, Darren's gonna try and call Cassandra because she's the one he's closest with. I probably shouldn't encourage that, but that's his closest friend. I don't think he would call Dawn. He might call Mortimer, but like, yeah, right now, these are the people he knows. He has a negative relationship with Dawn, of course. He knows Mortimer. He's not even friends yet with his son, but he really likes Cassandra. He's actually in love with her. I thought he started out with a crush, so maybe something happened with ACR when I wasn't looking. I don't think so. Anyways. Yeah. Kind of sad that these are all the people he knows. Oh, Cassandra's a teen. And baby Alex, ugh. I wonder, so do they keep all the personalities the same? Like, is Bella still a romance sim? Because, like, that could add in some drama, too. Huh. That'd be interesting. I will have to look into that after stream, because that looks interesting. I might need to play that in my personal time. Because I kind of like the idea, and also, you know, oh, she is a romance. Yeah, that could be a lot of fun. Again, Pleasantview. Pleasantview just is, it's a soap opera, and I love it. The creators just, they went, this is the soap opera town. We will make this as soap opera-y as possible. $15? Like, okay. Meaning that the game, I think, came out before the, oh, wow. Ugh. Some of the younger people are really good at making stuff. I'm always hesitant to try and make custom hoods because, like, it's a lot of work, and it kind of is like, okay, you've got to think all these storylines and stuff, and you've got to make sure that everything works, and I'm not, like, I don't dislike it, but I'm like, ugh. Oh, he created both of them. Okay. Dirk, yes, I know Dirk is going to be going away to college soon, but he needs to get his stuff, so we're going to have him get his fun up. I'm actually going to lock in, since he didn't bring Angela home, I'm going to lock in the mechanical skill, because get as many skills as we can before college, because he will need them. And since I try and play wants-based, for the most part, I do have a little more controllingness when it comes to college, because I do like my Sims to finish college, so I will find any reason to let them finish. No, actually, Darren. But, yeah, they don't always do well in college if they don't get skills beforehand. In your game, Cassandra always hooks up with Kaylin, who's also a teen. Huh, interesting. I mean, they are both family Sims, so maybe that's why they end up attracted to each other? No, he's gonna stay here. He has to finish his scripted events, which I have been kind of neglecting because he needs to paint. You need to paint, Darren. Oh, no, don't do that. Why are you doing it? Okay, Dirk, yeah, go do your homework. And he needs a mechanical. Is that what he needs for? Yeah, he needs that and body for work. So I'm going to have him, for time saving reasons, I'm going to have him use the computer so that he can get his mechanical skill. And if he gets a body skill, then he can get promoted. Again, he usually rolls the want to be an overachiever, or he rolls one or Darren rolls the want for him to be an overachiever, and so we like to move towards that. Because I feel like Dirk would be one of those kids that tried to be an overachiever. I really do. You never know what to do with the oldies. Usually what I do with the oldies is that I move them in, and I usually have them adopt Marsha Brunig, partially because, like, she's beautiful sim, and I need her genetics in the neighborhood. But that also gives them something to do and some kind of storyline. Oh, in the early one. In the early one, she's an adult still. Oh. Oh, and now he wants a body point. Well, I'm guessing that you're hungry and tired. So we'll have you eat. We'll have you have some more fun, and then we'll send you to bed. Yeah, if she's an adult, she could have more kids in the early one. I thought that you meant in this current Pleasantview, like the standard one. The standard one, I usually have them adopt because that's something for them to do. And sometimes they get jobs as well. They would be good small business owners. The problem with Coral and Herb is Coral I could see running a small business. Herb I just don't see as someone that in his later years wants to do much of anything except for flirt with young women. And that's about it. Put them in a retirement home and have them go on vacation all the time. They could do that too. I have usually given the oldies more money because I feel like they should have more than just the small amount the EA gave them, because I'm like, what do you mean? He's supposed to have worked for years and he has nothing? Like, makes no sense to me. I think I have the mod so you can adopt teens too. I just usually adopt Marsha simply because I want her genetics in the gene pool, and she usually is a maybe potential match for Bo Broke, though they're about 50-50 chance of getting together. They're both knowledge sims, so sometimes they do end up together, but sometimes they don't. Okay, so Darren finished his first painting, and it says, still haven't found your artistic voice, yada yada. So basically what it's saying is what you're supposed to do at this point, I believe, is that you paint a still life painting of something. We're just going to go with these sunflowers. And he's getting tired, but I'm going to have him at least start. But yeah, again, the Dreamer's setup is kind of not a lot. She does have good... She, as an adult sim, and actually even as a teen sim, is really pretty. She's really pretty. She is a knowledge sim, so she is sometimes, like, super obsessed with just getting skills, which can be boring, but she is really, really pretty. And if you use, like, I use default replacement skin and hair and eyes and all that stuff, and most of the outfits, not all, so she looks even better. But yeah, her genetics are pretty good. Okay, you need to go to bed. Did you? Yeah, he did his homework. And you, I'm going to have you stop and eat and go to bed, and then you can do some more of this in the morning. And that pretty much is the Dreamer's whole scripted event. I also, before we go though, want to change Darren, actually, after he finishes eating, I'm going to change his glasses to regular glasses. Just because I honestly am not sure why they gave him green glasses. I don't know where the green glasses trend came from in the first place for some of these Sims, but I'm just going to change his glasses to these ones, I think. Yeah. And clean these up, and then you can go to sleep. Just because I honestly don't know with the green glasses. Yeah, the Burbs, even with ACR, I usually don't have them end up cheating. They usually are very wholesome and are very faithful to each other. Their only problem is that John just really, really wants kids all the time. That's like his only interest. And I feel bad for poor Jennifer because she's constantly having kids. Like, I don't know what it is. John, like, he usually rolls that wont of having 10 kids at one point, and I'm like, you're not the one doing all the work. So, of course, he usually is more of the teaching skills and the parent stuff, because Jennifer works on her career a lot, but like they usually end up with a lot of kids. Even more so, we'll end up with more kids if you make Jennifer a secondary family, which is what I usually do. So yeah, I've had them have 10 kids once. Usually I only have about 6, but they have had 10 kids before for me, which is Jennifer spends more time having babies than going to work. It does seem like it. It does seem like that. But she usually has the want to like get all the skills and friends for her job. So in my case, at least, she usually does end up getting pretty high in her career. She, though, oftentimes for me, doesn't get to the highest point of her career until after she's of retirement age, because I don't retire my Sims unless they roll the want. So sometimes she works, and some of my Sims work until they keel over, which sounds bad, but if they don't roll the want, I'm like, well, okay. So Darren, come take care of yourself, go eat. We'll stock up the fridge with some cereal since he wants to make that. And then he'll go back to his painting. It's technically past 6 o'clock, so I'm going to save them. Okay. So next up is the Pleasants. The lovely Pleasants that are going to have a lot of drama for us. So, let's go. Now, their outfits should change once I load this up, because I know I have default replacements for especially Mary Sue's outfit, because, yeah. Okay. So, oh, they treat Lilith awful. I always have this theory that basically the parents, I mean, Daniel in my game usually, once the girls move out, he basically doesn't pay attention to them, and Mary Sue is obsessed with work. So yeah, they're not really great parents. I personally usually try and get Lilith and Angela to at least get to the point where they don't fight, because I feel like eventually they'd realize, hey, our animosity towards each other is more because of our parents than us. But that doesn't always happen. Now, what we need to do, though, get a visitor controller. We can make sure that doesn't show up again. We'll just put that there. So, yeah, yeah. They usually for me, what happens is that in college, they just end up talking to each other and end up getting to the point where they don't hate each other anymore. They don't always become friends, but they can tolerate each other. You know, which, maybe not the best and healthiest relationship, but could be worse. I did have one time, though, well, more than one time, but one time recently that Lilith, I think it was, rolled the want to apologize to Angela in college. And I was like, whoa, okay. And so my storyline wise, I just said, okay, well, Lilith realized that it was silly for them to be fighting, and it was her parents' fault. And yeah, that being said, even though she and Angela eventually ended up getting along in that playthrough, she doesn't like Mary Sue, and her and Daniel are constantly trying to beat each other up. So yeah, she hates Daniel in that playthrough. Well, that's my current Pleasantview personal one. She hates Daniel, and she hates Don Lothario, which I don't know why she hates Don Lothario. They just started fighting at one point. So I don't know what happened there, but she hates Don Lothario and she kind of hates her dad. So she tolerates her mom. Like their relationship is like 2/10 or something like that. It's like super low. And her and Angela, they're not friends, but like they're decently acquaintances. Maybe she heard gossip. Maybe she heard some gossip about it. I don't know. But I just know that they started fighting each other when I was playing someone else's household. I went to I think it was like the store or something. And those two were fighting each other. And I'm like, okay, what happened here? Okay, so right now Daniel's lifetime want is to become Hall of Famer, which I think works for him. I definitely think he got a degree in physics. Biology. I don't know. There's not really anything for this career, but whatever. He, yeah, I definitely think he got something. Oh. We could try something there. Mary Sue for sure went to college as well. I think she majored in political science. I very much think that Mary Sue is one of those people that has had her life planned out since she was very young. And although that's not always healthy, I think she did. Now, her lifetime wish is to become the law, which makes no sense because she is not in the law career. No. 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 This takes a while. I want her either to have the one for her job or the earn so much money. Yeah. So we'll do this one since it's first. Earn 100,000. Yeah. Earn all those simoleons since she's a fortune sim. A herb oldie baby with Brandy Broke. I don't know what she was thinking either. Oh my goodness. Poor Brandy, because yeah, Herb doesn't even have much longer to live usually in the games. That sounds bad, but it's true. And okay, let's check out hobbies. So the hobby for Daniel is his is tinkering. I'm gonna change it to fitness because that makes a lot more sense. For sure. For Lilith, it's sports. I'm going to change it to music because that's what I usually do. For Mary Sue, it's music. I guess we'll leave with that. And for Angela, it is nature. Oh, well, Brandy does want a lot of babies. I guess that is true, but I feel like Herb is a bad choice. Okay. All right. So we've got all the stuff. We got all that stuff. Okay. So since Daniel wants to kiss Mary Sue, we're going to have him go and give her a peck. And the girls are probably going to try and fight, but I'm going to stop them. Daniel, no. Why are you... Well, we could try and see if she'll woohoo with him since he wants to before she leaves. Angela, though, you were supposed to go to the restroom as well. Ooh, and Angela wants to get some jobs. She has 4 days before she becomes an adult, or before she goes off to college. I'm gonna lock in make a friend for now. You're dreading the mix of the DNA with Herb. Yeah. Ugh. I mean, it could be worse. It could be like Goopy or something. And Lilith, I am going to gussy up because... So my headcanon is that Lilith, without her parents' permission, decides one day to just, chop off her hair and stuff. I see her as someone that would do that. So, he's a redhead naturally? I didn't know that. I mean, he's not bad looking. It's just more of, I think, my thing why I'm dreading is because, like, I would dread it because, like, he won't pay child support because he'll be dead pretty soon, and Brandy is broke. She's also, they're both redheads, and then Mary Sue married a redhead. Huh. So there's a lot of redheaded... Well, I guess since Mary Sue is adopted, those genes wouldn't go for random genetics. Yeah, no, that wouldn't... Okay, so, Lilith, where's the hair that I usually give you? There it is. I usually think that she chops it, and I don't chop it too short because I feel like this looks to me like she just hacked it off with some scissors by herself. Partially because I don't think her and Angela would have the same haircut. Of course, what I could do... Oh, yeah, Mary Sue married a man who not only looks similar to her father, but also is a cheater like her father, so... Yeah, not great. No, I'm gonna use this one. Yeah, because this one looks like someone that just took some scissors to their own hair and cut it. And I feel like Lilith would do that in defiance to her parents. Just kind of to tick them off. Because this is her way of acting out to get attention. Long-suffering. Yeah, Coral, I don't know why Coral has stayed with Herb, but she did. And that was her choice. And he ends up usually in my town at least getting one townie pregnant. So, financially, that might be true because of the Asian stuff, sometimes I'm thinking that Coral maybe didn't get, or if she did get a degree, she never really got a job. She was more of just a homemaker, which, yeah, if she's a homemaker and he makes all the money, she financially can't get out. Yeah. Oh, yeah, the parents definitely love it. And I feel like they love Angela more because Angela, in their mind, is just easier to deal with. But personally, I just think that they're great parents. Unfortunately, they're probably going to have another baby. Because usually, what happens, what I do, is usually they end up having at least one more kid. If not on purpose, then through ACR. Because what I what I usually end up doing is that Mary Sue, usually with my Sims, they cheat and they're caught, they're out. But because Daniel is predispositioned to get or pre-coded to get caught, I let him have one. And then him and Mary Sue try and work on their relationship. And once she catches him again, because she does, like every time I've played through, she has caught him, then he's out. But I always give him one chance because I feel like since the game codes him to get caught, yeah. But yeah, so they usually try and have another baby, or sometimes they don't try. It's more of, like I said, ACR just kind of happens. Oh yeah, it's definitely no wonder Lilith acts the way that she does. I mean, her parents basically ignore her. I mean, if you look at the little story post things that they have, it looks like basically they ignored Lilith and gave a lot of attention to Angela. I still had canon that Daniel didn't really give much attention, period, because like I said, once the girls leave, he barely ever talks to them. So I think he's just kind of like, he had kids because that's what it was expected of him, or because he thought their mother would take care of them. And Mary Sue is obsessed with her job, so she also didn't really take care of the kids. And so, yeah. I don't dislike Angela. Well, let me rephrase this. I don't hate Angela. I do think that Angela is definitely one of those girls that would be kind of uh, full of themselves. But I don't think that she's like full on. Like, because if you look at her personality, she's not like a mean sim. I just envision that with Lilith, she's competing to get attention, and that's why she has the issues with Lilith, is because she's competing for attention, and that does not help their relationship. She always cheats on Dustin in your game. She and Dustin, I haven't had her cheat, but I have had where they went to college that she goes, or he sometimes moves on to someone else, which with them, sometimes I can see that happening. Lilith and Dirk, same thing, because when people go to college, sometimes they change. But I've never had them full on cheat. I've just had them at times, get into college, they're no longer in love and move on to other people, which, to be totally honest, is completely realistic. More realistic than them staying together, in my opinion, but I don't necessarily dislike them together. Yes, mail's here as well. So why don't you get the mail before you and Caitlin do your thing. I'll go here. Pay bills. Yes. And he's then going to Goose, make out, just do some stuff, and then we'll have him woohoo. Because, yep. And can we through the casual menu? Yes, we can. Okay. So she does have a token. Daniel. Daniel. Okay, and here it is. So no matter what you do, Mary Sue is either going to get fired or get demoted. So, eye grammar check. She's fired. Okay. Well, she will reapply for the job because this is what she wants. Oh, she's an aspiration failure too. Oh. Hmm. Oh, him and Don usually end up being friends in my game, which, ugh, ugh, the two of them, ugh. And Mary Sue, oh, she rolled some, okay, but she did not catch him. Oh, she did catch him. She just has to be helped by the therapist first because she is an aspiration failure. Ugh. This poor girl, she loses her job, which is a fear, goes into aspiration failure, then finds out that her husband of however many years is cheating on her with the maid, who, in my headcanon, is younger, although Kaylin technically should be older than both of them, if you go by Sunset Valley's thing, but yeah. Oh, yeah. So, she caught Daniel, she lost him as a best friend, all that stuff. She is now going to go. Where is Caitlin? She's going to ask Caitlin to leave. Like, she wants this woman gone. And Daniel needs his tree because he is going to be a sly little fox. And he's going to smooth talk it over once Caitlin has left. And poor Mary Sue is going to be foolish enough to bring him back, to keep him and let him back into her life. Yeah. Don is a good husband, but he's good. Yeah, he usually is a horrible husband and partner, but I've also had where he's usually pretty decent dad. Daniel, on the other hand, usually isn't. So you're going to go slap. Or not slap, but kick out Kaylin. Daniel, you're not going to wolf whistle because you're going to try and fix this. Angela brought home Dustin, which of course Daniel's not going to be happy about because he doesn't like Dustin. So yeah, you're going to go tell her to get out. And then you're going to go sit down here. Daniel's going to go sit down here and he's going to smooth talk and basically get out of everything, which is, I hate it, but it yeah. So, real quick, I am going to move that to her room, and I am going to also give Lilith a musical instrument. And I'm going to sell some of these trees because, again, they become overwhelming. So I'm going to give her this thing. So, and Lilith is going to go in here and play on that to have fun. And Angela, for right now, is just going to play on there while their parents have a discussion. Oh, Mary Sue, all of her stuff is down and everything. Daniel is going to now go. Why can't he? Sorry, just a second. Pinsky! That was naughty. I'm so sorry about that, you guys. My dog, for some reason, freaked out. There was a cat, apparently, or something. Okay. Mary Sue, you're going to get up. Daniel, you're going to talk with Mary Sue. Why can't you? Both of you get up. And you're going to Smooth talk her. He's gonna smooth talk and get out of everything because Mary Sue apparently is weak, or I don't know. Maybe she thinks that, you know, she wants her marriage to last. I don't know. I don't know why she's allowing this, but again, I always give him one. So now there is ACR on this lot. The little ACR adjuster is right here. So yeah, now they're back to happy again. And Daniel, so he's, yeah. Ugh, this man. Now, Mary Sue desperately needs to use the bathroom, get some hygiene, get some fun, all that stuff. Daniel, you can go use this restroom. But she needs so much stuff. For fun, we'll have her watch an action movie or something. Now, what's interesting to me is that she's rolled the want to join the law career or the business career. Now, she got a degree in political science, and she originally was, going to do politics. But since I don't have that locked in, and she's rolled this want, I think she's going to change career paths. Actually, no, I'm going to put her back in politics. That's her storyline. I'm not going to, yeah, she's going to go back into politics. I had to think about it for a second, but yeah. Okay, so Daniel, since you're going to be a good husband and stuff, because you're currently in trouble, you're going to make everyone food. And how are the girls doing? They're getting their fun up. Good. Because, yeah. And we're going to move Angela's homework upstairs to her room, so it's not in the middle of the floor. Yeah, there's ACR on all of my, I put them in all of my houses, and I put them on most of my public lots. I've only put them in my Pleasantview public lots currently. I haven't done downtown or Blue Water Village yet. Those are next on the list. Oh, I forgot Dustin was here. Well, he can stay here until he eventually leaves. Or Daniel and him get in an argument or something. But, yeah. Yeah, Daniel is, I mean, in my mind, like, I don't like Daniel, but I love playing Daniel because he's a lot of fun in the fact of how much chaos he can cause. But yeah, he's kind of an awful husband and not a great father, and just, yeah, a little self-centered there. But I do love the drama that he causes because it can be pretty entertaining. And now he's eating in the bathroom. Okay. Whatever, Daniel. And Dustin's leaving. Sorry we didn't spend time with you, Dustin. We had other things going on with, the parents. Angela, come down here and eat. And then Daniel, you're going to put that away as a single plate. And also put this away. Because even though they have the money, I don't want them losing food to going bad, because we don't want to be wasteful. Okay, Mary Sue, what else do you need? You still need some more fun. So watch another movie. Oh yeah, they are both excellent for drama. The amount of women that these two go through. There's nothing we can really do to help Mary. I guess she could talk to Angela. There isn't much we can do to get her out of the red, though. Maybe if we... I don't know. Oh, I just remembered, though. We need to get them a hacked computer. So usually what I do is I put a desk down here for them to have a hacked computer. Ooh, they don't have enough. Okay, okay, let's get rid of this fireplace. There we go. And Mary Sue, she can earn some money, though, if she gives financial advice, so that could help her. Because we want to get her out of the red, because poor Mary Sue. And then she stayed with the man. But like I said, I always give him one. That has been my rule from the start, so yeah. And these two are talking pretty pleasantly without fighting, so like that's going to help build their relationship. Again, I think this is what happens, is that they end up talking in college and stuff, and they eventually get to the point where they don't hate each other anymore. And then they realize, hey, a lot of our problems weren't because of each other, but because of our parents. Oh, this is definitely one of the worst days of Mary Sue's life. I think that when she eventually catches Daniel again, that's another really bad day for her. But yeah, this is kind of the worst day of her life. She lost her job, her husband's cheating, her kids are fighting. Yeah, she's not having a good time. Okay. Phone is ringing. Daniel, go answer the phone. Mary Sue, once you get some money and stuff, then I will have you look for... Well, not look for a job. I'm just going to go into the careers and have her get another job in the politics. Okay. And Lilith, why don't you... you don't really need anything. Angela needs to go use the restroom. No, he's not going out. Right now he's playing really good husband because he's trying to stay on Mary Sue's good side after what he did. He's still hungry. Have some bread. Oh, hello, Lucia Swan. Thank you for following. Okay, she's got the money. Okay, so now I'm going to go in and we're going to put her in the... There it is. Politics again. And we're going to stop the girls from fighting. Werewolf? Oh, no, that's just a regular dog. The werewolves have the glowing yellow eyes and they only show up at night. So yeah, no, that's just a regular black dog. Okay, girls, you're going to stop fighting. We're going to have you go do something else. Angela, go take a bath, and Lilith, go play on your thing some more. But you're going to stop fighting. Okay. Oh! So Mary Sue can go into level 5. So, okay. What I'm going to say is that Mary Sue, when she lost her job, she ended up getting a, maybe an offer from a rival competitor to whoever she was working with that helped her get up the ranks to get into the city council. Or she ran for herself to be in city council instead of being an intern. I don't know. But she got a higher job, so good for her. Which should help her as well. Okay, now she wants to learn an object point. Okay, so why don't you then study logic, because I'm sure you'll need it for your job, and that'll get some more of your red up. Who's this? Stephen Tinker. Oh, did I give... Yeah, I gave Mary Sue her tree. And I think once we get the logic point, she'll be out of aspiration failure, which would be good because I hate leaving a lot when my Sims are in aspiration failure. It just makes me nervous. But they sometimes are. Okay. Go take a bubble bath. No, you're not going to. You're going to go... why don't you go downstairs and take a bath there. And then you guys can start heading towards bed, probably. And Mary Sue, once you're done with that, we'll get leftovers and then take a bath as well. Because she needs a lot of things. She's having a day. She is just having like an awful day. Like you said, worst day of her life. Okay, so she got that logic point, so she can go eat something. And she needs 2 more charisma and a creativity to get promoted. Clean up. And let's send you to bed and send you to bed and send everyone to bed. I know it's only 8:30, but y'all can go to bed and we can focus on getting Mary Sue to the point where she is in better condition. She needs more fun as well, but she's getting kind of tired and stuff. So, and I'm going to speed through this till the morning. Now this is a werewolf because it's got the yellow eyes. So if you see the black dog with yellow eyes, those ones are werewolves. The ones that are just black dogs and don't have the glowing yellow eyes, those ones are not. Oh, and we need to save. Because I haven't saved so far. I need to do that. We're just fast forwarding through the night. They have the stereo on all night. That's going to be wasting electricity, but whatever. They have money. Okay. Now when the girls get up, what all do they need to do? Why don't we have you get up? You're going to get up, go to the restroom, change into everyday, and then grab some leftovers. You are going to come down here you're going to change, and then you're going to come down here to use the restroom. And then you need to have fun. So, and she wants to play computer games, so we will just have her play a computer game on here. Lilith wants stuff. Then you can go on your synth. Mary Sue get up and she will take care of her stuff and then watch a movie. Daniel's gonna have to go up to this bathroom to take care of his stuff. I think I will go in and probably give them showers. Because I don't know why they only have baths in their house. She wants to become best friends forever with Daniel. Ugh. I'm so sorry, Mary Sue. She she wants, or she needs to eat as well. And then the wooden bathtub isn't really that pretty. I usually change it also with a shower because they get obsessed sometimes with the bathtubs for whatever reason. Lilith, go clean these up, and then you can go play your synth, which will get her aspiration up as well because she also is in the red. And Angela, once you're done with that, you want to practice romance, so we'll have you, I guess, practice romance in the mirror. Oh, it's past 6. Oops. Oh, but their thing hasn't changed yet. I'll have to remember next time I come back to this house, and I'm going to write it down, that I need to change it so that their season changes before 6. Because I prefer all the seasons to change before 6. But we'll just wait until the season changes. Lilith is doing that. Lilith is now good. Mary Sue is now good. No one is an aspiration failure anymore. Daniel's gold. I mean, this man. This man. Mary Sue's getting her fun up. No, you're not going to go clean that. You guys, technically they still have a maid. Eventually they'll have Kaylin replaced. I think Mary Sue, next time that she's home, next day she's home. So Saturday when Kaylin comes, she will probably tell her, yeah, you can leave. We're going to get a different maid. Because I don't think Mary Sue would tolerate Kaylin continuing to work for them after catching her husband with Kaylin. I just don't feel like that would be something she would do. Okay. It still hasn't changed. Yeah, of course he's happy. He got away with cheating, yeah. Yeah, he got away with cheating, and because Mary Sue... I think Mary Sue probably did it because, like, she was trying to protect her image. But the second time she catches him, she's just going to be like, no. Okay. How long before it changes? Okay, well, it's past 9. So I'm going to speed until it changes, but I'm going to have to correct this for sure because, okay, so almost 10 o'clock. Ugh. Okay. So the Pleasants are done. And next are the Burbs. Now, the Burbs and the Oldies, I did move into houses, so I moved them in here. The Oldies house I furnished and stuff, and I kind of got it all set up. The Burbs, I have not done anything but place them, I believe. So, which is why Jennifer's outfit doesn't match, because I haven't gone and fixed her outfit and all that stuff yet. Yeah, she wants it to look like a happy family. Oh, I did put some stuff down for them. So, yeah, the Burbs they basically have the bare necessities. They have 442 simoleons left. So what we're going to do is, John already has locked in that he wants a baby. We're going to, I do think he went to college, but I think that he got philosophy degree because I don't think he ever decided what he wanted to do, because he was more focused on trying to fall in love to start a family. And there's no shame for some people. For some people, that's what makes them happy. But I don't think he ever really decided. I moved them into this one too because it's cheap. You can add if you really need one. I usually end up having to move into a house, or I have to like massively expand this one because they end up with a lot. And Jennifer is locked wants to do business career, so I'm going to say that she went for economics. And then we'll get their lifetime wants and stuff. So his lifetime want currently is have 6 grandchildren. I think that's perfectly fine for him, and I'm going to keep that one for him. For her, though, no. I think she's going to go into. She's got business and law locked in. I mean, she's got these two both. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to have her have the earn 100,000 simoleons, and then whichever one shows up first, she will take. He only took college because that was expected of him. Yeah, I do think that John is kind of someone who rather traditional and kind of follows the traditional trends. And so he went to college because it was expected of him. And maybe he had already met Jennifer and she was going to college, so he wanted to go too. Maybe it was something like that. But yeah, college wasn't as important to him as it was to like Jennifer, who's like, I want to get a degree so that I can go into, some kind of fancy job. Okay, so next thing I want to do is find out their hobbies. He makes a good stay-at-home dad. Yeah, I usually have him eventually retire. I do have him work at first when they first move in so that they can get some money and some more stuff. But once Jennifer gets higher in her career, which she usually does, he usually ends up quitting his job. But we have to wait till after they have enough money to do that because he can't just start out as a stay-at-home dad. They don't have the money for that. So Jennifer's hobby is music. John's is nature. Yes. Okay, that works. And Lucy's, I'm pretty sure, was film and lit. Yes. Okay. So, next thing we got to do is we have got to fix Jennifer's clothes. I want to give her eyelashes and then change her top because this top makes no sense. So, here's some eyelashes on you. And where's the skirt that she has on? Okay. Oh, that's too long. That could work. Nah. Ooh. I like that one. Let's do that one. Yeah. Okay. I'm not going to change anything else. Yes, she wants to look very smart and very put together because she wants to have, a career in business or law. So next thing I'm going to do is Jennifer is going to right away go look for a job. Lucy is going to go and walk to school so she doesn't miss that. I'm going to lock in the skill point for now. Because Lucy is a family sim, and so she oftentimes. Sorry, just a second. So Lucy oftentimes has. She has a hard time in college because she doesn't do her work. So the more skills we get her when she's young, the better she's going to do in college. And she'll re-roll the want to be friends with John, so that's what I'm doing there. So John, why don't you use the restroom? He also wants to get cleaning, and let's get a cooking. He's going to probably do the cooking. Gamer, no, she doesn't want to be a gamer. No, not adventurer. If we can't find anything for her, I will probably take her down to the career center and then just roll a number. Lucy is like her dad. She is a lot like her dad. She usually doesn't have as many kids as her dad in my game, but she is a lot like her dad. She's a family sim. She likes family and stuff. She has lots of kids. Um, okay. So I'm going to take them down to the thing. But first what I'm going to do is I'm going to roll for Jennifer. I'm going to roll a 1 through 100. Random. Okay. And if it's odd, she will get business, and if it's even, she will get law. It's 4. Okay, so she's going to go into law. Yeah, that's what I do when there are things like this. I just kind of have them. So we're going to walk to community law with John. And they're both going to get a job. John's probably going to get one in like the slacker or the culinary career. And again, he's just getting this to help the family out with money at first because they don't have a lot at this time and they need money. He will eventually probably quit his job and become a stay-at-home dad. But right now they can't afford for him to be a stay-at-home dad right now. They've got 442 simoleons. He wants a baby. They've got this tiny house. He's going to be realistic and be like, you know what? I don't want to have a job. I would rather be a stay-at-home dad, but I know that we need this because I feel John, at least usually, is pretty responsible. He wants lots of kids, but he knows he has to take care of them. So, you are going to find a job in law. And, you know, while we're here, why don't you greet some people, John? Okay, so she's going to take a job as a legal secretary at level 3. She is definitely going to take that job because that's what she wants. And well, he looks, and then for him, okay, she can't use the bathroom for some reason. Oh, whatever. He's going to get a job in culinary for now. Oh, yeah. So the welfare mod I usually only use on like Sims like Brandy Broke or other Sims that I feel like, you know, they can't get a job at the time. If a Sim needs a job and hasn't rolled anything, I usually just give them whatever their lifetime wish is, or their degree, or if they don't have either, I might just randomly choose what I feel is best for them. There is a career calculator I know that Pleasant Sims made, but I sometimes have a hard time understanding how to use it, so I'm like, we're just gonna go randomly. So John, he's going to, he's actually going to be higher up in his job than Jen right now. But he's going to be a host for level 4 in culinary. So he's going to take that. He's going to get 242 a day. How much is she going to be making? So right now, she's still making more than him, but and let's have you guys meet some people while you're here. Just so that they can know some people, and then I'll send them home before Lucy gets home. Okay, so let's walk home now. And Jen, of course, she's rolled the want to get all the skills and get the friends and all that stuff to get a promotion because she's a fortune sim and she wants to do well in her job and make lots of money and stuff, which is probably good because, again, John wants lots of babies but really isn't interested in work, so they kind of balance each other out. I guess. They're usually a very wholesome family, though. They just, like I said, they usually have like 6 kids for me, sometimes more. Just, it's a lot. And when they get back, I will give them their tree. Yeah, not everyone can work in real life. Yeah. Especially like I usually put Brandy on welfare because it's like when she has, the baby and the toddler at the same time, it's like, yeah, no, she can't really do that. Okay, so Jen, go use the restroom. Your tree, we're going to give you your full tree, and we're going to give you, actually, I'm going to give her family because I like giving her the secondary family. And John, we're going to give you, I always debate whether or not. I'm not going to give him the super fertility right now. I'll wait. I might do it late now. I think we should just try one at a time. So he's going to study cooking. And oh, she's hungry. You know what? You'll just serve some bread for right now. For right now, we're going to serve some bread, and then that'll hold you over because John's going to do most of the cooking in this house. Because I feel like Jennifer probably doesn't do a lot of cooking simply because, she's too busy trying to get skill points for work. Which, let's have her study cleaning once we're done. And once John's done studying cooking, he will put that away and then he'll eat as well. He wants to get a pet. You don't really have the money for a pet at this time, my dude. Like, I get that you want one, but you do not have the money. You do not have the money and you don't have the room. There is nowhere to put said pet right now. Jennifer, why don't you come out here and greet everyone? Because you want to make friends too. Yeah, she would be the kind of sim that like burns things in the microwave. Oh, and her and John, okay. Her and John are going, it looks like, to, yeah, do their thing. The oldies are just out here flirting, which is actually kind of wholesome because usually they get in a fight the first time I play them. Because Herb says a dirty joke, we're just going to stay down here. And Coral doesn't like it. It's usually what happens. But now they're just flirting. Oh, try for... Okay, well, they're probably going to have another kid pretty soon. I mean, John already wants one, so let's see. I also have the Silence Pregnancy mod back, so it'll be a surprise. Let's see here. And Lucy, when Lucy gets home, she's going to need some fun and blah. Yeah, Herb is a dirty old man. He really is. He's a dirty old man that usually ends up flirting with a whole bunch of young women while his wife is at home. Yeah. But he's a romance sim, so you can't really expect much from him. Okay. Are you guys... Okay, now you guys are making out. Why don't you go say goodbye to your guests and you go eat something? Because John, you are very, very hungry. So she's going to say goodbye to them for now, and then she's going to go back to studying cleaning because she needs that, right? Yes, she needs a cleaning point to get Joanne. Not sure where she's from. To get her promotion, she needs 2 cleaning, 2 logic, and a charisma. And Lucy needs to use the toilet. And have fun. So, what we'll have her do is we'll have her do that, and then her likes are film and lit, so we'll have her watch a children's movie. John, what else can we do for you? You want a cleaning skill. You don't need a cleaning skill, but you want one. You know what? Sure, we'll get you a cleaning skill as well. Not really going to help you in your job, but you want one, so we'll give you one. You tried that nature. Oh yeah, somehow nature's connected to cleaning. I don't know why. Yeah, the kids can play things like cops and robbers. It's really cute. Unfortunately, Lucy didn't bring home a friend today. I should have maybe had the little girl that was here, have her spend time with her, but I didn't think of that. He cleaned the cleaning point. Okay, so he's got that cleaning point that he wants. And now he just wants to adopt animals, talk to Lucy, and flirt with Jennifer. So, just going to let him do whatever he wants for right now. Jen's getting close to getting another cleaning point, which she wants. That should be all the cleaning that she needs. She also needs charisma and logic, which she's going to have to get the logic on the computer. No, we're not going to have to do that today. John, go use the toilet. Jennifer, you're going to study your logic on here for now. And so she now knows all of her family members, plus all the people that she met. She has one bolt with her, but I hate that. So she can make lots of friends for her job. And John, he'd meet as many people. Serve dinner spaghetti. And Lucy, since yours is high enough now, we're going to have you get your skill point. Let's have you get a skill point in cooking, because that'll help her a lot. Well, I don't know if it'll help her a lot, but it's something that she'll definitely need in the future, especially if she's going to be a family sim. Okay, Jennifer got her logic. Oh, she went to go do her homework. Okay. Never mind, she can study stuff later. She's really tired, so after she finishes her homework, I'm going to actually send her straight to bed. And then John. Oh, I just realized this house has no lights. Oh, crud. Okay. We're going to get these cheapy little lights and set them down in the rooms that don't have lights. Which took a whole bunch of their money, but like they need to be able to see. The hallway needs a light too. Okay. Oops. Thankfully, they had enough money left to get the lights, because sometimes, like, they're left with nothing. But they got the cheap stuff. They got the cheap couch, the cheap this. I feel like Jennifer doesn't necessarily know what's going on. I feel like because Mary Sue hasn't said anything, Jennifer doesn't realize maybe what's going on, because I feel like Jennifer would be really ticked off and like really unhappy if she found out what Daniel was doing, but I genuinely don't think she knows, because like the whole storyline for the Burbs is they just moved back from living in the city, so she's been living apart from her brother for quite a few years, so she probably has no idea. And Mary Sue is definitely not going to air out dirty laundry, so like when she finds out, oh yeah, when she finds out, she's probably going to have some issues with him. But yeah, right now, I don't think she knows anything. I think that she thinks that because they're trying to put on this little facade that everything's fine, I think that she thinks that her brother and sister-in-law are doing great. And she's going to be in for a shock when she finds out, actually, there are a lot of problems. Why don't you do that? So, yeah. Yeah, but I think because of her personality, I think also that she's, if I remember correctly, yeah. Yeah, well, she's not like super nice, but I do think she'd be pretty upset with her brother if she knew. I just don't think she knows yet. I think maybe there are whispers around Pleasantview, but I don't think anyone fully knows what's going on. So, John, I'm going to kind of let you do whatever for right now, because you're not tired enough to sleep yet, but you don't have any other needs or any wants that I can really fulfill, so. Oh, it is amazing how different they can be. I mean, Jennifer, yeah, she wants to gain a lot of money, but she's also a secondary family sim, and Daniel's like, I just want to sleep around with everyone, or woohoo with everyone. So, yeah. Very different personalities there. Also, she's usually a really good mom to Lucy. Lucy usually is closer with her dad in my games than she is with Jennifer, but they're usually like really good friends. She's just like always closer with John somehow. And I think that's just because John is like very, family oriented. So, another props for her. Have her get her fun up as well. And they should both go to bed. And we're going to speed through this. I'm going to save and we'll speed through the night because watching them sleep is rather boring. Yeah, Lucy has a toy box and a dollhouse, and that is basically all the toys she has. Again, I got them basically the bare minimum that they could afford, and then everything else had to wait. And eventually, I gave them a driveway also because Jennifer always eventually has the want to get a car. And so I'm just like, you might as well have that preemptively. Actually, let's have you come down here and do this, and you're just going to do this. And you'll serve breakfast. Have some cereal. Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of what's doing, is that like John is more of the one that does a lot of like help with those things and the skills, and yeah, Jennifer loves her kids, but she's working a lot, and in her way, she's showing love by providing money for the family and eventually supporting the family so that John can stay home and take care of the kids more so that they can do that stuff. So yeah, she just that's usually why Lucy is closer, is because it's time to go, is that John teaches a lot more of the skills and does the homework help and stuff, and he's usually closer with the other kids because he usually, like I said, becomes a stay-at-home dad, so he's home all the time and Jennifer's at work. So last up in our rotation, which I think we're going to be able to get through them, are the oldies. And then everyone will be set up and we can actually start rounds. And I play my rounds for one season, just so that it's easy for me to keep up with who's been done and who's done and who isn't, in case I don't put it on my spreadsheet like I'm supposed to. So first thing we're going to do, oh, Herb. Well, Jennifer's not going to get involved with you, so there, haha. He's going to go get this alarm installed, and she is going to call services, and they're going to adopt Marcia. Oh, and I didn't finish their setup apparently, because I gave Herb his college degree because he obviously was in the business career and stuff. But I figured, I debate on Coral whether or not she got like a degree. Like, I don't think I'm gonna give her one. I usually think of it as she got a degree, but then she never ended up using it. Situation. She missed degree, or I can't remember what it's called. Okay. Adoption services. Now I should be able to get the baby or the child today, Marcia today. Yes, we want to adopt. Awesome. Yes, so yes, I have same day adoption, so so they should be able to get Marcia today. I also have the townie adoption so that they can get townie children. Yeah. So they should be here soon. We want a townie. And we want, where is she? There she is. Marcia. I also love adopting her because I can do that. Marcia. And so we now have Marcia Oldie, and I'm going to change her outfit and hair just because I don't like this hairstyle, and this outfit's kind of boring, in my opinion. So, Marcia, you're going to meet Coral. And Marcia usually ends up being really close with Coral. She sometimes is close with Herb, but she always is closer with Coral than she is with Herb, because Coral is very involved in her life. Yeah, the townie adoption mod is great because you can adopt townies and bring them into the story. And it's a lot easier than doing it. You can do it another way with SimBlender, but I just find it's a lot easier to do this way. Okay. Now then. Marcia. Okay. You're going to stop doing that, and we're going to gussy you up. So we're going to give you some eyelashes, and we're going to give you a different hairstyle. That's kind of cute. What else? She, as a child, kind of has an unusual, like, nose going on, and her lips are really thin. But as she gets older, she looks nicer and nicer. So, yeah. Oh, I like this hair on her. And we're going to fix the eyebrows. And gussy up, clothes. And they're going into fall, so we want some fall-like clothes for her. Why don't I have defaults for that? I don't know. Ooh. I like this on her. Yeah. Okay. And everything else can kind of just stay the same. Not worried about the rest. But Marcia is going to go to school because we don't want her grade to go down because she already has a C, and yeah. Herb, go use the restroom, and Coral will have you study a cooking skill for right now. We also wanted to, or I wanted to, because I'm pretty sure that, well, oh, I just realized, okay, getting ahead of myself here. So his lifetime wish is to have 20 lovers. I'm going to leave that. He is definitely not going to be able to do that with the time that he has left, but we're going to try and get him a few more. She wants to have 6 grandchildren. I'm going to leave that too. She's also probably not going to accomplish that, but we're going to try to get her, well, we're just, yeah. And then Marcia obviously doesn't have one yet. Now let's go through hobbies. Herb's hobby is nature. That's right, so we're going to get him a garden or something. Coral's is film and literature. Okay. And Marcia is not here. I believe, though, that it was science. We'll find out when she gets back. So with Herb, because it's his hobby, we're going to give him a little garden to take care of for now. He's rolled the want to get a job. I don't think that at his age he's going to want, because he, one, is lazy, but two, he worked for his adult life and now he is retired, and I don't think that he'd want to get a job. If Coral rolls the want to get a part-time job, I might get that for her, because I can see her wanting to try and have a job because she's never done it. But for him, yeah, I don't see him getting another job. He gets $200 a day. He's like, nah. I do want to lock in, though, meet someone new, because he's going to want to meet some ladies, mostly younger ladies, too. And right now, Jennifer is the only young lady that he knows, and she's faithful, so not an option for him. So he'll have to go patrol around or whatever he does, stalk around later and try and find some ladies. That's usually what he ends up doing a lot of in my game, is just going out places, telling Coral that he's like going for a golf game or meeting with friends, and really he's out, at the pool trying to hit on some towny lady. That sounds bad, but it's true. He's a romance sim. Yeah. So for right now, we're gonna just speed through this while they're being boring. Oh, they have guests. We're gonna greet everyone. So we've got Dina, Brandy, and Darren. Now, Coral sometimes has a thing with Darren. Some attraction to it. Let's see if she does this time. Yes, she has one bolt with Darren. It's weird. But I do like the idea of her becoming friends with Brandy. So maybe we'll work on that a little. She wants to buy a changing table and a crib from the adoption, but they didn't adopt a baby, they adopted a child. You don't need a crib and changing table, honey. Oh, their phone is ringing. Herb, go. Oh, wait. Oh, person hung up. Whatever. Yeah, I'd rather that they don't. I don't think that... Does he even have a thing for her? Has he even met Brandy? Oh, he hasn't even realized she's here, and he hasn't even talked to her. But yeah, I hope not too, because I'd prefer that Brandy end up with someone that's not married and is able to be around, and you know, I want her to have a happy second marriage, and that would not happen with Herb. But I do like the idea of Coral and Brandy being friends, just because I think they have a lot in common. And it gives Coral a chance to have a friend, because she sometimes ends up pretty lonely with Herb going out all the time and she's just at home. So, I like that idea. Ooh. Herb, maybe you should go outside and greet this lady. Yeah, you've already got that going on. No one else needs that in their game. What do you think of this young lady, Herb? Oh, he has 2 bolts with her. Well, he can't really flirt with her right now because Coral's right inside, but he can chat with her and get to know her. So, yeah. Yeah. Oh, they're not having a great interaction. And Coral, once you're done there, you're going to go, and then you're going to serve lunch, grilled cheese sandwiches. And Herb wants to buy a bathtub, or a hot tub. You guys don't really have any room for that, my dude. I mean, I guess they kind of do, but like, I don't... We're not going to get you that. Say goodbye to everyone. Marcia is home. Oh, she's really got to use the restroom. Let's have her use the restroom and have some fun, and then we'll go from there. Oh, and we can check now. Oh, do you see this? Oh, I hope Coral doesn't catch him right now. So Marcia, hobbies. Yes, it was science. So she... Yeah. Well, Coral didn't catch him. Somehow. Just kissing this lady outside. I mean, she can... Because, like, literally, there's a window right here. Marcia... She's not really hungry, but she does need some fun. Ooh. Okay. Since we know it's science, we're going to get her a little ant terrarium, and I'm going to put a telescope outside for her eventually. So, she wants to go ask to be read to... Okay. And then you, I guess, can put these away. Finish that up. Yeah, it is really cute that they ask to be read to, and then the little interaction is cute. This is also bringing up Marcia's fun, so that's great. And I think it brings up their friendship as well, so... Because she wants to make a friend, and I want her to be friends with her parents. And, you know, some townies, of course. Some other kids her age, but... Right now, her parents are kind of what there is. Ooh, Coral, though, needs to stop because she has got to... No, not today. She has got to take care of her needs. Can you not observe the ants? Because it's in the way. Okay, so what if I got rid of the little rabbit and instead put the ants over here? Could you do it then? Oh, she's going off to do the homework. Okay. Well, after that, then we'll see if the ants can be observed. Because, like, yeah. You can play with your toy. Get your fun up. Coral, clean these up. And, you know, watch the movie that's on. Okay. Actually, Marcia, we will have you also get some leftovers and then go to bed. I know her fun's not on up all the way, but she's getting tired and she needs to eat. Okay. And Coral, you need to take care of your needs as well. And we're going to save, and then we're just going to speed through the night. And then we will have everyone set up around, and we will be able to start our actual rounds. Let's go here. And we've got just about enough time to get them to 6 a.m. So, yeah. These are our families. They are all set up. And we will be enjoying the drama and chaos that they create in Pleasantview, because it's Pleasantview, so it's gonna be chaos, and we love it. We love the chaos of Pleasantview. I do actually think before we go, probably not. If Coral gets up in time, I'm gonna gussy her. I'm gonna change her outfit a little, because I don't really like the outfit she's wearing. I get that they're trying to get a match, but like, I don't want her matching. Yeah. Okay, get up, get up, get up, get up. And then we'll get you a different outfit. Coral needs a makeover. Yeah, she does. I'm actually gonna give her a little bit, give her some makeup as well. So there is somewhere in here that I have. I might not have it. Ooh, actually this might be. Let's put this aside for a possibility. Because I do feel like she would definitely have a very stereotypical grandma outfit. But okay, we'll do that then. We'll do this one. We don't care about the rest of the stuff. But yeah. Just so that she isn't as matchy-matchy with her husband, because I don't see why she would do that. We're going to give her just some light makeup. And we're going to remove, because she's got way too much eyeshadow on. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm not doing a whole bunch with her. I just want to get her kind of little more put together. Okay. Well, it is 6 a.m. and it is also time to go. So thank you all for coming. I will see you next time. I stream on Fridays, Desert Valley, and Pleasantview on Mondays. You can also watch the playback on YouTube at Miss Cora Sims Streams. And I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye.